Hey, check it out. We here for it. Happy Sunday. Oh yeah, we definitely here for that. Excited. You should be. You should be. Did you start your day with gratitude? When you got off work? When you waking up? When you wrapped up in some random endeavor? Or just chilling? Take the time to reflect. I promise, the more you start looking around and start being thankful, just being excited, simple things. Your sight. You can walk, you can talk, you can breathe. You can use the bathroom. That's a blessing. Somebody in rehab right now are trying to relearn what you already have that you never lost or that you haven't lost. Take the time to reflect. You got to be thankful. We got to be. That's mandatory. Ain't nothing else. You cannot walk around here irritated and agitated because you don't got your energy drink. You don't got your Rice Krispies. You don't got your Starbucks. You should look around and be very, very ecstatic about your life. 10 years ago, you didn't have this. 20 years ago, you didn't have this. If only if you could just look around your furniture, insulation, heat in the house. Oh, to have all of that, that is a blessing more than you realize. You have no idea what you have. You have to do dishes. You have a sink. Certain countries, they are literally cleaning up in a lake. Some cleaning up in a porta potty. And you still grumpy? You still complaining? You want to know somebody who has terminal illness right now are still finding a reason to smile. Somebody has a terminal illness. They still find a reason to smile. Somebody that's literally learned how to walk again. A kid that came into this world impaired in more ways than one. I still find a reason to smile. And you grumpy? And you grumpy? There's something to reflect on. 5 things that you're thankful for, and then multiply it throughout the day. I can go real simple. Thermal, hat, gloves, thermal socks, thermal underwear. They're simple things. Windshield that actually is keeping the air from coming in. Heat in my car. Wheels that's actually functioning as they should. I don't have donuts. Thankful for that. Car start up on its own. I'm thankful for that. The battery is still working. Thankful for that. Alternator still thankful for that. These simple things that we forget. We all came from some type of struggle, some form of poverty, whether it was physical, whether it came to some type of mental, whether it came from a social standpoint, whether it came from some type of poverty within food. It's different forms of poverty, so it's not always about just the food, the family, and food. You could have got poverty when it came to love, affection, support. Those simple things is what we miss, and later on we don't see how precious that stuff is. Family orientation, we could have been deprived of that. Education, could have been deprived of that. Insight, all of that good stuff. It's something to reflect on, that's all. So, some of y'all for Christmas, I know y'all, next holiday coming up, so y'all got y'all plans and checking it twice and trying to, all that good stuff. All of that good stuff. Some of y'all do not worry about getting a new lace front, new fitted cap, new car, new house, new outfit, new trip, or another trip somewhere, passport, none of that stuff. No new job, no new video game, no new shoes, no new heels, none of that stuff. Nah, none of that stuff. None of that. I mean, all that other stuff, forget trying to buy anybody anything else too. Forget trying to buy anybody anything. This Christmas, you need to treat yourself to some type of therapy. Yeah, some therapy. Some type of counseling, some type of mentorship. Something to get your spiritual base where you need to be. Because some of you guys, your family, your spouse, your kids, your friends, they deserve that. Because that anger that you walk around with is disturbing a lot of people. That bitterness that you walk around with is disturbing a lot of people. It's disturbing them more ways than one. Them slick comments, that passive aggressive behavior, that silence is really traumatizing a lot of other people. That trauma, you gotta get that together. Big brother, Miss Ma'am, you got to get that together. You have to. You owe that to them. They've been putting up with your mess far too long. The better you will be, the better, trust me, you get your mental, your physical, and your spiritual together, guess what's going to happen? Guess what? You're going to be a better parent to somebody, a better spouse to somebody, a better friend to somebody, a better worker, a better entrepreneur. Trust me, that imagination going to kick back in, that imagination. Do you believe in? Yeah. It's going to be a whole new world in my Aladdin voice. It's going to be a whole new world. Because that stress, that anxiety, that peer pressure, once you start to evaluate, and once you start to identify, acknowledge, and regulate those situations, detox, you know, like you guys do them teas. Detox, like y'all do that. Wrap yourself up like y'all do with them waist trainers into healthy things. The results is going to be miraculous. Them results going to hit way different. Ozempic? Nah, you ain't going to even need none of that. Because you're going to be comfortable with yourself. You're going to start to love yourself, embrace yourself, be a lot more satisfied. Remarks and insults are not going to bother you. It's going to be, you're going to be a non-stick pen. It's going to slide right off you. None of that stuff going to bother you. It's not going to hold you back. You're not going to be handcuffed to that depression no more. Nah, and it sounds selfish because it's like, I want to get a lot of people things, but get you a better you. And you're going to need that through some type of spiritual base, whether it's a church, a temple, a synagogue, wherever. You're going to need that. That counseling, that therapy, that mentorship, you're going to need that. Big brother, Miss Man, because they tired of you. They tired of you. They tired of have to keep calling you every other day to make sure you know ain't done something crazy. They tired of have to keep picking you up because you feel as though you're not capable of doing it on your own. I mean, they there for you, and by them being good people, that's amazing, but they're giving you crutches that you can walk. You owe it to yourself. Then you owe it to them. They need you to get your mind right. They need you to work on that trauma, that setback, that delay. They need you to work on that. They need you to get that together, though, because you've been carrying that dead weight far too long. Far too long. You've been carrying that anger. You've been carrying all of that too long. You've been working out 24/7. It's not at the gym. That workout is depriving you. It is really shaking you up. You cannot enjoy your day because of your memories that you allowed to shape your reality. You cannot go out and be the best you because that procrastination, that overthinking is not healthy. You can't celebrate somebody else's success because that jealousy and the envious, that is terrible. That's what you got to work on. That's what you need to deal with. Besides getting your body right, getting stronger, you got to get stronger up here. Your kids deserve that. They tired of your fluctuating demeanor. They're tired of that. They don't know who they dealing with, what they dealing with, who's going to show up today, who's going to show up to the party, the graduation, the ceremony, the parent-teacher conference. They tired of that. That's really upsetting. The fight for my respect all my life, I get it. They tired of that. You don't think that you owe them that? You don't think you owe yourself that? Aren't you tired of trying to do everything by yourself? Trying to figure it out by yourself? Them complexes that you've been dealing with by yourself? Trust me, your way of life is not working out. Your way, you've been surviving. You're in survival mode, but you're not thriving. You're in survival mode. You're not thriving. You're not thriving. Stunning your own growth on yourself, and you okay with that? And now you taking everybody with you, because everybody with you see you in that survival mode. They see that pain that you carry. They see that trauma that you carry. They see the dysfunction that you carry. That's what you need to give yourself for Christmas. That therapy, that counseling, getting that spiritual base together. Whoever you, whatever name you want to call them, God, Allah, Yahweh, Jehovah, get that together. People deserve that. Your friends, your family, your coworkers. You went around here with all that type of hurt that you get. Hurt people hurt other people. And that's what you're doing. That little disgusting little attitude you get. People tired of that. Aren't you tired of keep losing jobs at the job at the job? Aren't you tired of jumping out of a relationship because that's self-sabotage? Aren't you irritated that you can't sleep? And it's not because you have insomnia. Nah, it's not none of that. But we call it that because stress affects us in many different ways. It affects the mind, the body, in more ways than one. Aren't you tired of taking that medication? You can't medicate everything. If it's not the medication, it's the liquor. If not the liquor, it's the weed. It's the vaping. Aren't you tired of doing all that? You paying all this money for a problem that you can get if you get that counseling, if you get that therapy together, that mentorship together. Get in touch with God. That'll help you a lot more. Sometimes we take the longest way to get across the street. We do. We take the longest way. Sometimes we have a better idea, but that better idea came from that trauma, that setback, that survival mode. We gotta stop playing with ourselves. We gotta stop. I mean, it's a playground. You walk around here like a playground. That's okay with you? You're an amusement park. Nobody taking you seriously because you're a liability. Aren't you tired of that? I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend. For Christmas, that's what you need. And once you get your mental together, and once you get your spiritual base together, then your mental, your physical gonna flow. You're not gonna need to go to the Botox so much. You're not gonna need to go to the gym 5 times a day. You're not gonna need to go to everybody's party, everybody's section no more. You're not gonna be able to do that no more. You're gonna start to be content. And you're gonna start to work on goals that you can achieve. You're gonna start to challenge yourself in ways that's beneficial towards you. You're gonna start being around people that support you in the ways that you always wanted. You're gonna stop attacking people. You're gonna stop being so judgmental. You're gonna stop running around here finding the next big thing to complain about. You're gonna start to exercise gratitude a lot more. You're gonna start to reflect. You're gonna start to be positive. You're gonna start to be grounded, rooted in what you need to get together. Trust me, your kids gonna thank you. Your spouse gonna thank you. Your friends gonna thank you. Your family, your siblings, your uncle, your cousin, your mom, dad, they're gonna thank you. And I understand, it's not your fault from what happened to you, but it's your responsibility to do something about it. You want to be a helpmate or flawless to somebody, but you only at 60%. Some of you guys at 40%. Some of you guys at 30%. Some of you guys at 20%. And you fake it real good with that jewelry on. You fake it real good with them Jordans on. You fake it real good with the stilettos on, the fur coat on, the nice car, the BMW. You fake it real good. Big house, but you broke it on the inside. You broken. You around here underperforming mentally, but covering up with your money. You covering up with your job title. That's only gonna last for so long. That's only gonna last for so long. Do yourself a favor. Stop putting yourself out here as a object. Stop putting yourself out here as a go-to. Stop putting yourself out here as a 24/7 open availability. Don't you want to stop doing that? Don't you want to stop saving the day all the time? Don't you want to stop carrying them complexes that you know is not healthy for you? Because every time when you take a job, take a chore, take a task, help somebody, when you get off that phone, you punching the wall. You mad. Oh, I got to help somebody else again. Oh, they always keep calling me. Oh, you don't have no boundaries. Oh, you don't have no principles. Oh, you don't have no standards. That's what you're mad about. You don't know how to say no. You don't know how to focus on you. Because that codependency is where it's at. That's what's really bothering you. See, we post all our accolades. All our accolades. Because we think we putting these posts up. Validation, you're looking for it too much. But really, you need to post the help that you need, the support that you need, the prayer that you need to assist you to become a better father, a better mother. That's what you need. Why do you act the way you do in certain situations? Why do certain things trigger you? That's what you need some help with. We got social media that you can talk to anybody around the world. That's what you need. Versus all these ones that's trivial and exciting. But what you need is the stuff that's going to help propel you into your purpose, into your joy. That's real meaningful. I'm just talking to you though. Don't mind me. You guys already probably know this. I'm just here to remind you. Big business.